Hey guys, what's up? Retro Mikey78 here, and today we're going to cover the Nintendo Direct from September, the highlights. So, made a bunch of notes here. I'm going to run through these, show you guys some little bit of clips, and just try to make this as short a video as I can. To start off, they covered Overwatch. And Overwatch is one of those Battle Royale games. I'm not too big and fond of those style games, so I've technically never played it. But hey, it's a game that you guys should check out. I know a bunch of other people I know love the game. They either play it on the Xbox or they play the PlayStation. So hey, it comes out on October 15th. Check it out, Overwatch. Looks like a great game. I might end up getting it later down the road. Now here's one that I've already pre-ordered and I am going to be buying day one. They showed Luigi's Mansion 3. They got new levels, different areas that they were showing off they never showed off before, like a pyramid, a disco room. The interesting thing they were showing off was the multiplayer levels they were showing off. You go through and you can play 2 to 8 people and play as a team, and you just go off each other and try to do battle for the right of getting ghost. So it was interesting. It was fun. Don't have to check that out. That comes out on Halloween this year, so I'll be getting it day one and be reviewing it that weekend. Next up is a new Kirby game. They're calling it Super Kirby Clash. It's available today, but the weird thing about it is it's called free to start. So I don't know exactly what that means. Don't know if I'm going to check it out right away or not, but that means probably that you can download it, start the game, but you probably have to pay to continue later in the game. Then they showed off something that I've never played before, and that's Trials of Mana. I never played it back in the day. Those of you that love the game, you're getting ready to be able to get it on the Nintendo Switch on April 24th of next year. Next up, they showed off Little Town Hero. It's a new IP Nintendo's making. I don't know much about that one. It kind of looks interesting. That comes out October 16th. I might look at it, I might not. Depends on how much stuff's coming out around then that I'm busy with. Then they announced that Banjo-Kazooie dropped today at the end of the thing. So you can go right now and if you got the Fighter Pass, you can go and buy it now. Banjo-Kazooie is now a playable character in Smash, so go check that out. Then they announced Terry from SNK is the new one that will be coming out in November. So that is the 4th one now. So they got one more to announce. They'll probably announce that not too soon after Terry's released. Then they showed a little bit of Link's Awakening coming out soon. Can't wait for that. Due out September 20th. There's a new amiibo coming out. And they were showing how you can use the amiibos to share dungeons and do different gameplay and stuff. So that was kind of neat and interesting. I did like that. Then they went on to talk about Dragon's Quest 11, due out September 27th. And all the DLC, everything was included. This is a definitive edition of that. So those of you that are Dragon Quest fans, check that out. Due out September 27th, like I said. Looks to be an awesome game. Next up were 2 games that really interested me. Deadly Premonition 2 was announced for 2020, and I was like, what? I had no idea this game wasn't even on a radar for me to even know about. But Deadly Premonition 2, it sounds like an awesome game. The first Deadly Premonition was really fun. I picked that up a few months ago from Retro Rec Room. Loved it, but then after that, they announced Deadly Premonition Origins, available now, drop now. So I'm not going to pick it up right away, but I am going to pick it up eventually. It's just a remake of the original, but it's available on the Switch. So those of you that don't have a PS3 or Xbox, you can get the original and play it now and get ready for part 2 coming out next year. And I highly recommend that game. It plays a lot like Resident Evil. Doom 64 will be released on November 22nd. That game has not been ever released on anything else but the Nintendo 64. So that'll be awesome to see. Check that out. Next up is some type of third-person shooter fighter game called Rogue Company. Something out in 2020. Not too sure on what it is, but it looks kind of neat. Then they went into detail and talked about Pokemon Sword and Shield and some of the new Pokemon coming out for it. I'm not a big Pokemon person, so I know I will not be getting this or covering it. But for those of you that are, it comes out November 15th. Next up, they released and told us that tomorrow they will be coming out with 20 new Super Nintendo games for the Switch Online. Which, that's big, folks. These games, there's some heavy hitters in here. Can't wait. I'll be doing a video tomorrow on that covering it. So I'm just going to give you guys a screenshot of what they are. And we'll go through and do a little bit of playthrough and check out how some of them work tomorrow. But then they talked about there's going to be a wireless SNES controller for your Switch. And you can get up to 4 of them for your Switch. I know I'm probably going to order 2 here soon. And we'll check it out and see what those are like. But being able to connect those up, play, and do all that stuff, that's going to be fun to do. Next, Tetris 99 is getting new DLC and other stuff added to it on September 6th. So check that out if you guys are Tetris 99 fans. I liked the free aspect of it back when it first started. I've not bought any of the DLC. Unless it goes on sale, I probably won't. Then they were showing off Mario and Sonic at the Olympics coming out November 5th. A lot of the new features, the story mode that's going to be coming out in it. So you guys gotta check that out. There was a new retro bit where they go back into the, I think it was the 64 Olympics. And they play like a retro style and you got to compete and do stuff to get out. It was interesting what they've done to it. It looks like they've added a lot of features to this new Mario and Sonic. Then they were showing Daemon X Machina, and it's due out September 13th to be able to buy, but they're releasing a new demo today, and this demo will save your data so you can go ahead and start the game and continue that into the game. So if you guys are Daemon X Machina fans, I know I downloaded the demo the first time, didn't care much for the game. I might download it again this weekend and check it out, but it's interesting. But the next one, I was watching Spawn Wave when I was doing this, and this was a big thing for him, and I like the game too. I've got it on the GameCube still. But Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, September 24th. That's a big game. I highly recommend anybody that loves Star Wars games or any type of game like this, pick that up. It's an awesome game. You guys got to play it. Next up, they talked about Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the complete version, all DLC added to it and everything. But I don't know if I missed it or whatever. I didn't get the release date for it, so I'm just going to say coming soon. And I'll do a little bit of, these are just going to be drops, just like, you know, just screenshots that I'm going to take. Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection coming out December 6th. Basically, it's I think it's Black Flag 4. Another. I've lost track of what all the Assassin's Creeds and all that stuff was. I lose track of all the Assassin's Creeds at some point. Yeah. Next, they had Dauntless coming out, and it looked like an interesting game. I might check it out. I might not. I don't know. And then these were just like a little rolling clip that they did. They had Just Dance 2020 on November 5th. Grid Autosport September 19th. Farming Simulator for December 3rd. I don't want to butcher this. You guys are fans of this. Neo Kuni Wrath of the White Witch on September 20th. And I've never played none of those, so I don't know how to pronounce it per se. NBA 2K20 September 6th. Call of Cthulhu comes out October 8th. The Outer World comes out soon. That's all it said, just coming soon. Oh yeah, we'll go back and touch on Call of Cthulhu. You guys check that out. That was a fun game. I have it on the Xbox One. Devil May Cry 2 was a shadow drop. September 19th, you'll be able to pick that up. So Devil May Cry 3 probably right around the corner. Vampire, the old game, comes out October 29th. It was a fun game back in the day. And Animal Crossing comes out March 20th, 2020. They did talk a lot about it. They went into detail about items and things you can do and stuff like that. Again, Animal Crossing is not a game that I prefer or want to play. So those of you that love it or like it, want to play it, good for you. Get it. It comes out March 20th of next year. Otherwise, I'm moving on with that one. Then they showed Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This was their grand finale for the end of the Direct. All DLC added to it, and all they said was it was coming out in 2020. So check that out. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this is just a highlight reel. Just wanted to blow through this, show you guys what was out, what was coming out, different things. Give you my perspective on what I thought. You know, I'm big on the Luigi's Mansion, the Banjo-Kazooie coming out now. That's big time. Like the things you can do with Link's Awakening. The Deadly Premonition 1 and 2. That was big for me. Doom 64. Rogue Company didn't look bad. I might check that game out when it comes out. The Super Nintendo games was a big deal to me. I really can't wait for that. Mario and Sonic looked awesome. The Jedi Knight 2 is a game that I've definitely looked on my radar. I definitely want. A buddy of mine back in Indiana says Witcher 3 is one of his favorite games. So now it's available on the Switch with all the DLC. I might end up getting that one. Down through here, Call of Cthulhu. I don't know if I'm going to double dip on that. I've got Devil May Cry 2 on HD collection. So I might pick up Xenoblade Chronicles since I missed it on the Wii U. So that's another thing. But yeah, this was just a small highlight reel. Check it out. You know, click down below, check the link. You guys can watch the whole Direct yourself. And hey, don't forget to leave a like, a sub, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. And those of you that stuck around at the end, like always, $20 digital code giveaway going on till September 20th. The winner can pick between Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. Go enter and have fun. And thank you for watching Retro Mikey 78.